Hey y'all. So today I'm going to be doing a video on Allison Holker. She is the wife of Twitch boss. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. Most of you probably is. I'm familiar with him just because I remember seeing him dancing all over social media. And a few weeks ago, I had a few people that asked me to do a video on this topic of his wife, his telling her story and saying things about him that people are questioning. If you guys don't know, he passed away a couple of years ago because he decided to end his own life. And since then, she decided to come out with a book, and she also did this interview with People magazine, and she revealed some things about him that people did not know. So a lot of people are questioning her motive and what is she doing, because she revealed some things about him that wasn't good, and people feel like she could have kept it to herself. Honestly, I feel the same way. When I was asked to do this video a couple weeks ago, I looked into this story right away, but after watching the video, I was just disturbed by some of the things that I was hearing, and digging even further, I couldn't believe some of the things this lady was coming out with about her late husband. He was somebody who people loved and respected. They thought he was a good guy, and for her to reveal some things about him, as far as one of the things she revealed was his drug use, that she claimed everything in this video is alleged, along with some things out of his journal, which we're going to talk about. But my problem is, if people didn't know that and you love your husband, why are you revealing these things to the public, knowing that your children will see this one day? So I'm going to play just a small clip out of her interview with People, and just a small clip, and then we're going to talk about it. Y'all already know I am.
And show other people they can do it. I had dealt with an ex that had addiction problems, and then I realized Steven had addiction problems, and it's something that I kind of have been like, where was I involved in this? And I had to take some steps for myself to realize, I was able to help one, and I wish I could have been that for the other. But it's also not my job to do that. There was a moment I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me, because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much, and he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone. Because he loved everyone so much. He didn't want other people to take on his pain. But it was very alarming and scary to find those things and have never known. I have been trying to release all this anger this whole time.
Okay, let me get rid of her sad story. I don't want to hear no more. Because at the end of the day, you reveal things about your husband that nobody knew. So even if these things are true, why would you tell the world this? Especially knowing that his children are going to see this one day and they have to heal. You're selfish. Even if it is true, you're a selfish woman. And this is the reason why I couldn't do it a couple weeks ago, because when I first seen this story, it bothered me. I sat at my computer for about an hour trying to figure out how to tackle this story, because I couldn't believe that someone would do something like this to their ex or their spouse that passed away tragically and suddenly, and you claiming you don't know why it happened. And instead of healing and making sure that your children are okay, and even though it's been some time, that would not be on my brain to reveal these things about my husband that the world didn't know, and that my children will one day have to see, knowing that they are going to struggle with the fact that he's not there. So she's very selfish to me. Another thing, I don't believe the story of her finding all these drugs in his closet. She claims that she found some, all different types of paraphernalia. I'm just going to use that word. In a shoebox in his closet after he passed away. And she, and from what I'm hearing, it's supposed to be a slew of things, okay? So it just wasn't marijuana. It was, many things. She said that she had to even look up some things on her phone just to figure out what they were. So for you to reveal that, even though I don't believe it because his toxicology report was clean. Ma'am, his toxicology report was clean. And if you want me to, I'm not going to say everybody else. Everybody can think what they want to think. But for me, if somebody has an addiction and they are struggling with that, at a moment where they decide to do something like end everything, don't you think that they would have like turned up and used everything they had to even be able to do something like that? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. In order to be able to do something like that, and I'm not trying to judge or none of that, I'm just stating what seems to be obvious. If a person has an addiction of any kind and it's to the extreme, the way that you're claiming, then you would think that his toxicology report would have came back with all types of stuff in it, right? I mean, common sense would tell the average person that. So I don't believe that. I don't know what her motive is. She might just be trying to be seen and heard, okay? Another thing that I had a problem with is her asking the family to sign an NDA just to attend his funeral. What are you doing, ma'am? First of all, ain't nobody buying your book. I hope not. I know I will not be buying it. And from what I'm hearing, there is not too many people talking about buying your book. So go ahead on somewhere. We're not buying it. I hope your check from People magazine was good enough. I hope that's all you get. Because for you to reveal these things and slander him like that, it's not only hurtful to those children, it will be hurtful to his family, his mother. Then you had his mother sign an NDA. Have you lost your mind? I understand that wives have rights and can do what they want when it comes to their spouse. I am a wife. I understand that. But to have his mother, the person who brought him here, okay, to sign an NDA, whatever she wanted to do at that funeral was her prerogative. If she wanted to take a picture of her son, whatever she wanted to do, she should have been able to do. If she wanted to talk about her son, whatever it was. So for you to have her sign an NDA, you're selfish, and you wasn't even deserving of him. It's like you taking, the weapon and twisting it, trying to hurt them more. Why are you trying to hurt his family? Why? And then you're not letting them see the kids. Now I understand, sometimes people don't have a good relationship with their in-laws. I get that, okay? But what do the kids have to do with that? I never had respect for people that put kids in adult drama and BS. That's the only thing his family have left of him is his children. So for you to take that away from them, you're selfish. You're selfish. Another thing that she did is she claimed that she found his journals and read through his journal and found out some things that happened to him when he was younger, a child, okay? And you guys can only imagine what it is. I don't want to go into detail or say too many bad words, but y'all kind of get the drift. Some things happened. Let me see, how can I put this? He was okay. Somebody did something to him as a child. For her to put that out in the public, this is something that was private. She claimed that she did not know that this happened to him. And if you did not know, it's probably because he didn't want you to know. And if that's the case, why would you find that out and then tell the entire world? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because my thing is, if these things are true that you claim you found after he passed on, why would you reveal that to the world? Why couldn't he just stay who he was in the public's eye? And that was just some great guy who danced all over social media and people liked him. He had a good image. Why couldn't he keep that? Why did you try to take that away from him? But in reality, you really made yourself look bad because nobody believed you. I know I don't. Because now I feel like you have a motive and you just needed that book to be something bigger than what it was going to be. And so you threw these extra things in there. I don't believe you. I'm sorry, ma'am. You heartless. You seem heartless to me. And if someone don't agree with this video, I get it. You don't have to agree if you feel like I'm coming off too strong. But I just feel that it's foul. Put yourself in the shoes of that mother or that family member. Even the brother, I heard the phone call that the brother had with her asking about the NDA and why did she have the his mother sign the NDA. And she was like, well, she signed NDAs before he had her sign NDAs before to come to parties. Yeah, that's a party. Do you think he would want his mother to sign an NDA to come to his funeral, to see him for the last time, to say goodbye to him? Do you really think that? And it doesn't matter what he did with his mother. What does that have to do with you? And in that phone call, she was saying, I'll do it again over and over and over again. With a nasty attitude, no compassion, no empathy, nothing. I have no sympathy for this woman. She seemed as if she didn't, I hate to say that, but where's the love, man? Where's that? Because that's not how you treat somebody. You could have just shut up, not got on camera and kept those things to yourself if you want people to think it's true. But the thing is, nobody ever had to know those things. That's why I don't believe it. And on top of the fact, the toxicology report was clean. It does not add up. You moving weird. Nobody moved like that. Nobody moved like that. And not to let them see the kids. So you want people to believe that you really did find those things. What is your reasoning for not letting his family see the kids, his mother? I don't even care if it's not the other people. What about his mother? The one who was going to hurt the most from him not being here, besides his kids. The one who brought him here can't see his kids? What type of woman are you? Nobody banned your book, man. You need to go read a book, not write a book. Go read a book on how to be a better human being. And any man, while you bragging at the end of this interview about how you got a man, that man, in my opinion, is a fool. Because if you see how she did one man, baby, you're next on the list. You got to be out your mind to be dating a woman like this. What make you think you exempt from a crazy woman like this? You're next. Where's her heart? Who does that to their spouse? Who does that? To be honest, she need to, honey, the way people talking, she need to be looked into. In my opinion. She need to be looked into. Because it's real strange how she's treated his legacy. I have no respect for someone like this. Absolutely not. That's why I couldn't do this video a couple of weeks ago. I had a few people ask. When I seen it, it made me too angry. And even now, I feel myself turning up a little bit. Okay? I just can't understand how some people think, their reasoning. And she's very selfish. She's not thinking about the children. She's talking so soft. And she's a wolf in sheep clothing. She's trying to act like it's all about her. It's not about you. It's not about you, ma'am. It's about those children. And if you cared and had even a little heart, you would let his family or his mother see them kids. What are you talking about? We don't want to hear all that. Let him rest in peace. What are you doing? Y'all, this is why I didn't want to do it. This story is so irritating. I wish I could tell this lady to her face how I feel. Not that it'll matter. These type of people is like that, and ain't nothing you can do to stop that. I feel sorry for his mother. I feel sorry for his family. They have been speaking out, trying to just take up for their family member for Twitch. They've been trying to take up for him and speak out. If I was them, I would continue to do that. I would not allow her and no NDA, a piece of paper, tell me what to do with my blood relative. She's selfish. And one thing about karma, what goes around comes back around, baby. It's spin the block. It is going to spin the block. And she's going to find out. Karma is coming. Okay? And I hope that, you know, the grandmother, maybe she can go to court or something. Isn't there a such thing as grandparents' rights and stuff like that? Maybe she could go to court. Ma'am, you need to go to court. I don't know if one of the family members, somebody, y'all need to take her to court to see those kids. She don't have the right to do that to y'all. Shame on her and shame on People Magazine for presenting this bum. Okay? That's the way I see it. I'm sorry, I don't care who don't agree with Nellyville. As I always tell y'all, if you don't, feel free to roll on up out of here. I'm sorry, I'm going to call it how I see it. It's heartless, and all I feel is the pain. I'm just getting a sense of what the pain the mother is feeling from this. It's like you hurt me on top of hurt. What have I done to you? There's nothing in the world that you could tell me this woman did. I don't care if she never liked you. There's no reason to keep her from her grandkids. Unless you could tell me how those kids would be in some type of danger or something. There's no reason. I don't care about personal feelings. So I have no sympathy for you at all. I feel sorry for his mother and those kids. Okay? That's it. Y'all, I'm out of here because this story is too much. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'm out. Bye, y'all.